Hello, you lovely lot. I wanted to make a video really for personal reasons, but also because I've noticed a lot of people around me are having feelings of being stuck, confusion, dismay, and myself included. We are all going through this massive transition, time of change, and it's these energies are accelerating. We've just come through a very powerful full moon, which has raised a lot of old behaviors, old behavioral patterns of times gone past. I mean, personally, I what was raised in me was a lot of behavior patterns from I was feeling almost like teenage angst of low self-worth, confusion, not knowing where to turn, and it can make us feel like what I like to call you go into a dark night of the soul. You go into this void where, what am I here to do? What is my purpose? And these times of change can be really scary, and can raise, in me especially, I have a pattern of a lot of anger in my bloodline, and this was getting raised, and I was like, I've dealt with this. Why is this coming up? And what we tend to do, we tend to resist these things and go, no, 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 la 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 la. And what this does, this makes it persist because we're resisting it. And so what I needed to ask myself was why I'm attracting these things. Why is the universe bringing me these feelings and these emotions, these old emotions? And these energies, these planetary alignments at the moment, all these planets in retrograde are, this is what they're bringing up. They're bringing up a chance to review and clear our slate. And this can be a really challenging thing to do on a personal level. This can be because we have to be really honest with ourselves and honest with what we truly want, regardless of what people think of us, and regardless what seems right in society to do. And it can be a terrible time. But in asking myself why, and really kind of questioning what I'm creating, rather than blaming and complaining about my situation or the situations around me, I've had to ask myself, why am I creating this? Why? Because law of attraction is never wrong. You are brought things for a reason. You're brought things in order to test where you are. And so it's been a pretty hectic month, to say the least, for a lot of us, where we are doubting, and we're not trusting, and we're suddenly thinking, what's happening here? It's not going like I thought it would go. It's not going how I envisaged. And we need to relax. We need to just sit back and assess and start looking around us and seeing the things that we have created that are incredible, and be grateful for those things, even if it's tiny things. because it's very easy to, when we get into these thought patterns of confusion and despair and doubt, to focus on them. And when we focus on them, they create momentum to start attracting more of the same, more of the same. So yeah, I mean, I have been going through this change, and I like doubted myself, and you know, it's not it's not a nice place to be. But when we can step back and start thinking, actually, I've created pretty well in my life. I've done fantastically. I've come out of huge darkness. I've learnt so much. I've been honest with myself. And this is the key. The key is honesty. Really being honest with ourselves and what we want in our lives. Something, you know, things that make us feel good. Are we leading a life where we feel rubbish when we wake up in the morning? Are we in a job that we don't like? Are we worrying about what people think of us? Are we saying yes when we mean no, and no when we mean yes? This is a huge one for us to actually admit, because we do that a lot. We always worry about what other people think, what you know, we feel guilty that we haven't, you know, we've said no to somebody. But when we say no for the greater good of us, that is the right thing to do. So I wanted to make this video because I know a lot of people are going through this ascension process with especially these energies at the moment, with doubt. And what I would say is just chill out. This is all meant to be happening exactly the way it's going. Whatever you are going through, the timing is perfect, like it always is. The law of attraction is never wrong. It's like gravity. It just is. So if you're going through riding these energies in that way with resistance, it's going to be quite hard. So if you can sit back and just start listing the things that you are grateful for, and listing the things that you have achieved that are fantastic, and concentrating on those things and getting the momentum for those things to start being attracted to you, this will pass. So I just want to say, don't worry about it. It's all going to work itself out. And it's springtime. That's a thing to wake up and smile about. The buds on the trees are growing. The blossom is out already. And little simple things. Go general in finding thoughts that are going to make you feel good, and give them momentum. These doubts and confusion are actually perfect, because it's actually showing you that you are on exactly the right path, because it's just at the edge. You're just at the edge of your abyss, where you are going to be living the life you truly wanted. And it is scary on that edge. But the moment you jump and trust is the moment you are alive. Namaste, and thank you very much.